Again, La Vega must definitely feel a bit comfortable in here.
I mean, it's also that they won it against Talon. You look back...
Yep. Once Talon started it off early, taking down TJ. Is not looking good at his very first round. Ryder will take down one. A down coming down onto Naps as well. Suddenly, a bit of explosiveness coming through in the middle of that site. 5v2. As they're finding themselves with the top 4 under control. It's only up to Ran right now. He's in the west main area, finds one kill as a jump in comes in from Roy, but they know where he is now.
Away towards the fireplace, but it seems like Talon, as I said, JLT's already in. Ryder's already got the kill on the back end. They're just driving deeper and deeper. There's another take, and WEBL just don't seem prepared. Another one falls on the back. DJ's holding on to what is sort of nothing at this point. Drone does come roll through, but nobody's tried to put pressure behind it yet.
Plant's already going down in the meantime soon. 45 seconds will be on the clock, and it's only up to TJ now in a 5-3-1. I believe they might be going for a plant very soon as flashbangs come in. 45 seconds soon to be counting down yet again. And who's there to respond from WEBL? Absolutely no one.
A post plant with 9 players on the board. Royboy suffers the scrape on the next. They're able to at least get the kill out, and they might still get the player picked back up. Nope. There's Naps with the swing onto his first of the game. Can they build on the back of that? Looking likely. 42. They have full window control. They have another one caught. That's 3 people that have pretty much fallen towards the double win. It's so awkward. They have to try and pull that away. The pressure starts to come across. It's such a good 3-2-1 bang, and it's exploded. 2 players dead. Naps gets one back, but then there's suddenly a second tied onto the end of it. Cannot find a route out. And that superstar player is gone. They've done a good bit of buying this round back in, but now it's down Coupe and Ran.
Good double kill to come through. Sadly for him, Ryder was too far away for the impact to actually finish him off. He was already on 1 HP and Ran now on the other side of the staircase. There's actually a player out there, Sayonara, who is going to be waiting for him. He's going to go on the drone. For the casualties being made as well, that's definitely going to be making him feel a lot more uncomfortable. And as Misa finds Ran, I believe there was a C4 that popped off in the meantime as well that didn't actually find anybody. And now, to that mute, up to Coupe. The last man standing is going to go aggressive. Gets spotted out. Misa is down, but there's no one right behind it. So that means no one will have to worry about that. And Talon most likely have a very good opportunity of just waltzing into the piano and seeing what they can do there, especially with Ryder taking out TJ. Coupe is about to fall from the door as well. 1 HP. He's looking to take the fight aggressively, but he's stuck in his place out here. There's no way he can move back out. The last man standing now know about Ran's position. Well,
there's Royboy getting revenge for the kill earlier, but as I said, usually there's this multifaceted strike, and that hasn't been able to follow up. That grenade does some damage to the Exami barricade, and Ciora does some damage to his face, and they're inside. Then they're going for the plant.
Yep, they also know above the player that is... Oh, actually the swing comes around. Royboy not there with the cover. Needs to swing. Doesn't get the kill on the second attempt, but he finds that diffuser, goes for the plant attempt. Ryder holding the top floor under control. He's going to be making sure there's no vertical cover to come through. Misa with the 180. He's not actually going to be confirming a team kill to come through on the planter is... Going to be very problematic here. He tries to go through the flashbangs. He knows exactly. Now, a lot of drones and utilities being utilized as well. So Yoris coming into the back, finds the kill onto TJ as well, and will find a trade. But instantly afterwards, it's Talon just showing up big and telling them that this map is going to be a 7-0. WEBL has not been given an opportunity to perform here. Instantly,
by some error of a margin, if the book has been thrown out, maybe they'll throw in some new game. But Zeno goes down. The star player Naps is all that's left against players that have gone. Always want to try and build people up and talk about the positives. If you have something that is like maybe a record-breaking negative, you have to take that into consideration. How you move. The pig onto Shaiko. Coupe's going to hold off for as long as possible, but hasn't seen the player slip past. So, as that swings around, the first Body falls, there's a return, and it's back and forth there. Kupe does get one. Do they know the player that slipped on by? It's all fire inside Freezer, as Royboy somehow wins it out. JLT still have that vertical control. They still have the chance at getting a C4 up or an impact up. Maybe even just spraying through the floor if they can get the intel itself. Inno's locked down on white. There's 20 seconds. They're going up on the rappel, and oh, they almost missed it for a second.
They almost missed it. Misa walks in, gets
fortunate. Workplace accidents happen. Ran, still holding on to the Shaco spot, waiting for an approach. Blinds aren't going to do much, and they're able to just swing around and secure that fight. Perfect player in place for it. There's one more off of Inno. They do push down. Sierra is able to at least wrest some control and get a second with JLT working, but look at the time. They dropped the kit inside the site, move away from the C4 itself. They've got to hold it and get it locked in. It's technically a 2 versus 2, but one of the players is down. They're doing their best to watch it. Really experimental. EJ on this backline position. He's doing his best to stop them getting there. There's the slightly wider swing onto the player. Almost took the head clean off, and great shot from Ryder there. Gonna move in. They almost wanted to lead with the gun for a second. Reverse and go for the plant. They're not even going to deploy because they don't want to give the audio game away. They don't want them to know that they're doing the plant right now. A very clever little dabble on that play.
Also with that table, you don't really need the extra cover out there, and as Ryder just walks through and finds 2 kills. Only up to Inno now, needs to impact the door, gives it away, and
Candelas starts a cacophony across the back. They've popped some utility. The fire's going to stop the progress, and the man with the fire is going for a slow creep round green. Naps up the back stairs as Rand does enough to slow them in for now. The longer that they can keep attention here, the more likely Naps might be. No, they had to ping. There's somebody on white stairs. Instead, Naps is going to dabble somewhere else and see if they can get the fight. Ran, you're sort of curious how much they want to put pressure on. Ryder, again, is full sort of locked in to the fight ahead of them. 59 seconds left. And a 4 versus 3, but with how injured Misa is, they'll only take a dabble of an impact, or a bit of fire, or a goo mine, or that C4, and there's really a lot that can remove them.
And for sure, New Candela's coming in. Needs to be careful to, well, actually not just focus on Ren too much, because he can just turn it off as C4. C4, yes. Gets it. Claymore finds another kill itself as well. Misa now in a close gunfight, but looking how low his HP is. A grenade will find Ren. Suddenly it's only up to TJ now, as Ren did go down, and it's a 2v1. Holding in, trying to go aggressive towards the breach. Does he notice a player inside there? Down from blue. There's going to be a focus towards the laundry and towards the freezer side of things. At least I think. Snaps finds a beautiful kill into Royboy.
The fight down towards the back of laundry. There's one. He's sort of hoping a second player pops their head round, but they're going for that laundry plant. The second fight here swings around, caught out in the middle of an animation, and TJ will go down. You assume. Oh, there's another player! Tucked in. I was going to say they might crawl themselves to some safety, but the repositioning there of Naps to bait that play. Huge body removed. There's a free shot for Sierra. Almost finds a second, and you want to kind of grab the screen and shake at them and say, WEBL, stop peeking. This is how things went away from you in the previous round. Leave the pressure of trying to go for the plant onto Talon. You still have 4 impacts. You still have ways to dismantle them from range. You don't need the face check.
Grenade kill instantly followed up by JLT, and now again, only up to Ran. And 1v2, the plant is going down. 45 seconds soon, but he needs to make a choice. Goes for the freezer first. JLT sees him, spots him, calls it out. So you're clear out. Misa. It's a free kill there as Neps opened up. I'm not quite sure if he was aware of the player out there. He finds the kill nonetheless, and now a second one to be found instantly after the grenade finds JLT though. So at least there's going to be a trade out there. Keeps it in a 4v3. Definitely worried about a player still below. It's going to be dangerous to look at it like that when players could be swinging you at any moment.
Ran has to make a loud statement on that approach. You can't really do the hop over it, and Royboy just rebuilds it. If you hop over it, you know you're dead. And now you know they're watching it. You especially know you're dead because you can't really get a true check. There's a back and forth. Misa, just make sure that it doesn't stay as an even game for very long. Inno really needs to sort of get in the building and offer some support here. They're watching across from the long range onto Armory, but at this point, Iana is stuck. And unless they go for a big rotate, it needs to come from a bit of support pressure here from the Thermite. And the Thermite isn't doing enough to allow the Iana to do anything. They have the pings, they have the motion. As soon as the Ana comes around the corner, they'll know. And that's just suicide because the Thermite needs to help.
It's just going to be a 1v1 at that point, which is won out by Roy. Inno now coming around the corner will find a single kill, instantly followed up by the ACS. Deals a lot of damage now. Only about 10 HP left. 10 seconds. Needs to make a move happen.
10 seconds to go.
Well, he's going to choose one way or the other, but the time is slowly to be running out. He needs to plant with that hitting 0, because there's almost no way he's going to get both kills. So instead, he decides to
that room, and you can see that none of them are coming out. It doesn't take Sherlock Holmes to put the pieces together.
Classroom player, no.
That's very
aware
isolating.
of the player being in there, yeah. And they're not able to respond to it. Inno found himself in very early on. Rotation from Nisa came around in the meantime, still being hunted over the top. Eventually gets taken down by a player, I believe, that was dropping through the hatch. Now it's only up to Roy Boy in a 1v5. Well, that's not something we expected to see after that first round. That Talon will be in this situation right now.
Alone on the site. Roy Boy like checking comms like, hello? Anybody? Am I alone?
Anybody out there?
Anybody out there? Well, they're going to try and buy themselves as much time. A player just getting the check down. That is a fake outline. Exactly where Roy Boy is. And it is really the walls are collapsing. There's going to be a drop to his shoulder. The grenade is coming through. He's able to at least find...
It's going to be impossible. There's currently 2 people lined up for it.
Smoke starts to pop off.
Some pressure
the delays. There's Ryder winning out the swing on the corner, getting the lockdown on the first. It means he can move in, but as Naps and JLT find one apiece, the battle is back and forth. 4 versus 2. Sayora still holding off. The kick gets dropped above the hatch from a very cheeky swing up through Shaiko. And with 10 seconds of Coupe having 4 bodies, it's almost a response of, well, you left us with 1. There's 1 left of you, 7 seconds. Won't even be able to make it. Attic being fully locked. They're going to reach an unfortunate situation. As I said many times, Ran can be in that position as much as they want, but you need something else to draw the focus elsewhere. Ryder tears the head off of TJ. Here, double down. The grenade is just going to bounce around and is able to get rid of JLT. The Azami's still standing, so the barricade will go up once again, but the trade-off of 2 bits of utility does net them a kill.
And that kill's going to be very important because it gives them the opportunity to fight back. It's just a single man disadvantage right now. You can overcome that. But Ryder is still down below, and that's the biggest issue. Even if you take the full site under your control, you're still... The operator with the glasses around, or with the helmet around, can see when you're planting and exactly where you're planting. So having those impacts available could be huge. That grenade goes over the top, deals a lot of damage to Roy, but doesn't quite get the kill. Still challenging around with the 0 that's coming in from the attic. But as soon as he jumps, it should be a pickup. No, it's the other way around. And now suddenly, only up to Coupe and Ran. In a 3v2 situation, another player on the site just swings by and gets that final kill. Ran. All that's left between WEBL and elimination as he finds the very first, but he needs 2 more in 9 seconds. That doesn't seem doable for now, but he's going to give it a shot anyway as it turns into a 1v1, but the keeper...